while he was honoring Dr. King, he couldn't help but do his normal rant, his normal unhinged rant about gun control. He does this every time. He uses this tired old analogy that's been proven wrong and idiotic millions of times over and over again. But he couldn't help, while talking about Dr. Martin Luther King to a black congregation, to go on this unhinged rant about gun control. Go ahead and check this out.
I'm going to get assault weapons banned. I did it once. I'm going to do it again. There's no social redeeming value. Deer aren't wearing Kevlar vests out there. What the hell you need a assault? No, I'm serious. And ban the number of bullets that go in a magazine. There's no need for any of that. I love my right-wing friends who talk about the tree of liberty is water with the blood of patriots. If you need to work about taking on the federal government, you need some F-15s. You don't need an AR-15. I'm serious. Think about it. Think about the rationale for this. It's about money.
First off, is anyone just a little bit disturbed that he keeps threatening to use fighter jets against American citizens? Like that's what he's saying. Like, you're gonna need an F-15. Like, that's basically like a stalker saying, yeah, go ahead and get that restraining order. It's not going to do anything when I smash your window at 3 a.m. and choke you to death in your sleep. Like, that's the equivalent of what he's saying. Mind you, he's saying this in front of a black congregation on Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Jr., who was armed to the teeth, had a concealed carry permit in Alabama. It's a well-documented fact. Let me remind you what the first gun control law in this country was. You ready? You ready for it? You want to hear it? I don't think some of you are ready to hear what the first gun control law in this country was. It limited freed slaves from owning firearms because too many of them were shooting Ku Klux Klan members during Reconstruction. That's the history of gun control in this country. Racist. It still predominantly affects minorities, gun laws in this country do, to a disproportionate rate. So that's nothing new. Other gun laws in this country, they banned Native Americans from owning guns. It was mass confiscation from Native Americans right before they did this little thing called the Trail of Tears. You think there's a reason they did that? Throughout history, groups of people that have been disarmed have been slaughtered almost immediately after. The Jews, Hitler. No, Hitler didn't ban guns in all of Germany, but he did ban Jews from owning them. Who did Hitler massacre? Kanye West. Stay out of this one. Who did Hitler massacre? Oh, the people he disarmed. It's crazy how that works. Fidel Castro, right after the Cuban Revolution, who did he come after? He took the guns away from specific people that he deemed to be, the enemies of the state, rounded them up and either massacred them or put them in work camps. It goes on and on and on and on. If you want to kill somebody, a big group of people, the first thing you do is disarm them. So it is really funny that Joe Biden is using Martin Luther King Jr. Day to push gun control. Stop talking about deer wearing Kevlar vests, Joe. We don't have the Second Amendment to go deer hunting. It's not what it's there for. It's one of the perks of it, but that's not why we have it. They were very clear when they wrote it. We have the Second Amendment to protect us from a tyrannical government that gets way out of control. It's almost like the people that wrote that document, and specifically that amendment, had just gotten done fighting a war against a tyrannical government that had gotten way out of control. It's crazy how that works. It's just absolutely crazy how that works. So no, it's nothing. You're right, Joe. I think we should legalize F-15s for civilian use. Great point. Let's get that in the Congress. Can we get that rolling? I'm glad you're on our side now. Honestly, none of it even matters, and we'll get into the gun control debate and why it's at this point a moot point anyway. In a little bit later on in trending this week, but regardless, there's one more clip on this I want to show. Right after it, Geraldo Rivera, the ashamed Fox News pervert, had this to say on the gun control issue. Go ahead and check it out.
If that's a word, it makes macho the people who possess it. Oh, look at me, I'm a big deal.
It's a rifle.
And it's not a rifle.
Yes, it's
Greg.
a rifle.
It is a machine.
What does AR stand for?
It is an automatic rifle.
No, that's not what it is.
Well, all I know is that AR-15s have no place in American society other than sport clubs. Okay. And I agree with him on that. I also think, ironically, that we do need more IRS agents if they say we need more.
I agree. We need 87,000 more IRS agents, and they can all audit you and your family, Geraldo. That's what they should do. Just saying. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. AR stands for Armalite Rifle. Not automatic rifle, not assault. It's not an automatic rifle. It's semi-automatic. Not assault rifle, not anything. Armalite Rifle. That was the brand, the original brand. It has nothing to do with assault. Assault weapon's a made-up term. It's not even a real thing. They can't define an assault weapon because it doesn't exist. That's something the media has invented to scare you, to push an agenda. Remember, like we talked about last week, the CDC eliminating, studies that were pro-gun? Yeah, same thing. Just to scare you. They have an agenda that they want to push. The regime does. Automatic rifle. It's better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And I understand that you're just arguing semantics. No, I think that's important. I don't think you should be able to ban something if you can't even accurately define what it is. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.